everyone. Welcome to Mind of the Football Fans podcast, your go to home for all things Premier League football. Yes, we break down the Premier League right here on Mind of the Football Fans. My name is David, he's Spy. Spy, it's been a minute. How you doing? Spy. Spy, how you doing? Okay, Spy has gone. Well, tech is just me right now, so it's okay. Um, I think Spy will be here in a minute or so, but if not, I guess we'll just carry on. Again, I said my name is David. Um, I will we'll give him like 3 minutes or so, 2 minutes, and let's just see where it's going. But in the meantime, um, yeah, let's just do this. Okay, so we're right back. Sorry for the technical difficulties. We're right back. What was I saying before I left? Yes, Spy, welcome back. We missed you for a minute. How you doing?
Okay. Um, David, I am very good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. It's a new week. I can't complain. You know, how have you been? How's your week gone so far? Let's just dabble into that for a minute.
Ups and downs, left and right, pretty much. What about you?
That's all right. It's been good. It's Tuesday, meaning it's closer to Friday, and I love Fridays. Get to chill, play clubs on FIFA. All that good stuff.
Glad you're happy.
Oh, thank you very much, man. Thank you very much. But as always, before I get right into the football stuff, let's start by saying thank you so much for all your support. Thank you for all the love you guys have shown to us. We really appreciate it. We ask that you keep vibing with us. Again, don't forget to like this video, hit that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified when we go live. We really appreciate the support, and we hope you keep vibing with us. Again, you can catch us. If you can't catch us on YouTube, you can catch us on Spotify, catch us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, pretty much wherever you get your podcast. We have content for you guys on Instagram and on TikTok. So don't forget to follow us on Mind of the Football Fans on social media because we'll dropping content for you there. Um, but yeah, pretty much. So we're back with another episode. Actually, no, we're back to round up match week 21. The first part of Match Week 21 took place a week ago. Week ago, yeah, about a week ago. We're back to round up the 5 games
How
from
we
the
could
two.
go. Sorry.
Not bad, not bad. That was some good vibes, you know. But yeah, so we're back to round up Match Week 21. Before we get into Match Week 21, we have to start with our opening questions for you guys. The first question being, what team do you support? Tell us what team you support in the comments below. Again, I support Arsenal. Arsenal played this weekend. I was so happy to watch Arsenal. Spy, you support United, if I remember correctly.
I support Premier League.
He supports the Premier League, same thing. So tell us what team you support in the comment. Let us know, and hopefully we vibe together. So yeah, and then second question for you guys. Let us know in the comments who do you think is the most underrated player currently? I think Diego Jota, and we'll get to that later on in the show. But I think Diego Jota is actually the most underrated player currently right now. Spy, who do you think?
I think Gabriel Martinelli.
I think Gabriel Martinelli is underrated. I feel like now you're just taking the piss.
I'm sorry. Actually, I feel Darwin Nunez actually.
Darwin Nunez. I mean, he does take a lot of sting, because he misses like a boatload of chances. But
I
it's
feel like
yeah.
Nunez in another team. Let's say Nunez in Arsenal side easily getting into the starting 11. Easily. Just saying. But some people will disagree. I'm just saying that Nunez is one of the most underrated players.
What? Sorry, which Nunez?
Darwin.
Darwin Nunez will get into this Arsenal team. Okay,
Sorry, what do you mean by this Arsenal team? I'm so
this current
sorry.
Arsenal team.
What's so special about this team? Sorry. Nunez clear of Gabriel Jesus. Nunez clear of you tell me.
We can't be doing this right now. Let's just get this. This is. I think this is my cue to get right into the show. So I'll definitely do that.
But please, before you
Especially
just
by
get
the
right into the show, I think we should put that in the comments. Do we think Nunez and Gabriel Jesus who will drop more figures in the Premier League? Just put that in the comments, please.
Okay,
We
you
will
know
see.
what? Actually, this season is different because Darwin
I'm
has
not trying
10
to
goals
hear
and 10
this season, last
assists.
season. I've said my question. Nunez will get into Arsenal's starting 11 easy without training. Please dive into the show, please.
Okay, if you say so. If you say so. I don't vibe with that, but if you say so. Um, so before we get into like details into like the second part of match week 21, that saw I think was it 18 goals? No, no, more than about 18 goals because before the Wolves game that was 0-0, it was 18 goals. So before we get too deep into that, let me just hear what stood out for you the second half of match week 21.
The fact that Premier League are rationalizing our fixtures, I don't vibe with this Premier League. Give us what we normally have. Give us go watch Saturdays. Give us Sunday fixtures. Then give us midweek. Don't give us two on Saturday, two on Sunday, two on Monday. Please speak to your calendar. And what stood out is I think Arsenal. Sorry. Um,
When I
I
tell you
think
low
Crystal
key,
Palace stood out to me honestly because I think one team was broken for the past 4 game weeks. For the past 3 game weeks, Odyssey has been scoring on every 45-minute counter, and just the man he didn't score. So I'll not say Arsenal's defense was tight. I'll just say Crystal Palace did not bring their A game. Yeah, that's what stood out to me. Sorry, you look very agree. Yeah, you look like you're agreeing to what I'm saying.
I'm
Thank
trying
you.
to find the nicest way to tell you.
Damn right. No, it's all right. You can say it anyway. I will take it.
But I do agree with your point of what did you say? Your point of the fact that fixtures were just all over the place. Just I wasn't vibing with it. Like one, I mean, I get the players need breaks, but like if you give them a break, give it to all of them at the same time. Don't give it to like one
One,
one group.
one group. 100%. But we also have to like put into consideration that they try to account for, let's say, competitions like AFCON and whatnot, which when we dive into this, I think is going to bring us to what I said in the last podcast. I think I'm starting to be a psychic. I'm starting to see the future. Because I believe you asked me last week that is Liverpool going to be okay, and I told you some players need to step up. And what happened? I'm just maybe.
Definitely, definitely, we'll get into that. I okay. Yeah, we'll definitely get into that. But for what's that for me? I think obviously Arsenal coming back on track. That was really good. And with that being said, let's kick right into it. Arsenal, Crystal Palace, 5 goals to
That's the
nil
right
at the
scoreline.
Emirates. At the Emirates,
That's the right
Gab-
scoreline.
yeah, that's the right scoreline. Gabriel won on goal, which I think that was Gabriel's goal to be honest. Then Trossard, oh my god, amazing goal, back to front in 10 seconds. From Raya to Jesus to Trossard, 10 seconds, gone and
Average
gone.
complete attack. Carry on, please.
Okay, and then 2 goals from Martinelli, amazing finishes, kind of Henry esque type of
Sorry?
finishes.
Sorry?
Henry esque, Henry, Thierry Henry.
Are you
Thierry,
putting Martinez's name and Henry's name in the same sentence?
yeah, because that was the level of finishing. That was Harry esque type of finishing.
That's not fun. Illusions.
But my question, I have 2 questions from this game.
Please do.
Um,
And I'll answer
and I
these
said
questions with pure honesty.
I'm happy. Obviously that's what we expect. We don't expect nothing more. We don't expect nothing less. You feel me? So the
Mhm.
first question is, oh, which one should I ask first? Let me ask this. What position does Arsenal need? What position does Arsenal now need to strengthen to win them the league?
Every position, I think. I reckon that me and Raheem get along. I reckon. But in terms of Arsenal, it's just they need to be more consistent. They need to be more consistent. They're getting the figures, they're not to score the goals, but sometimes the back line slips up a bit. And I thought he's doing a very good job. And that's now he's building the team quite well. I think that's what we like to see. I'm not an Arsenal fan, but I think that's what the fans like to see. Unfortunately, I'll say we, as an Arsenal fan now, unfortunately, we've been knocked out of some competitions by Liverpool. And we'll not say we didn't expect it, but we bounced back. And I think now it gives us the opportunity to focus on Premier League and the Champions League, which is going to be tough because we're in a place in the Champions League that we haven't been in like the past decade. Uh, so I think we could do something this season, but we are not going to win the league. So every single Arsenal fan out there, thank you. You've given it a try, but you're not winning the league. Sorry.
So is this meant to be your Roy Keane impression?
No, it's just me giving my take on Arsenal. If I give my take on Arsenal with my personal like voice, my spy opinion, I don't think I'll give an honest opinion because I grew up hating Arsenal. So I had
So you
to
had to.
change it to someone else to give you a proper opinion.
So who is this
Yeah,
other personality?
it's like Jamie Carragher and Roy Keane mixed
Roy
together.
Keane together. Ah, I
Mm,
see. I see.
Yeah,
Did you ever think of applying to work at Sky Sports?
it's just I need to graduate first. When I graduate first, then we'll look about that. But for now, I think I just need to focus my studies and
Okay, okay, that was 1 minute. I know I can definitely not take back. But you didn't answer my question though. I asked what position does Arsenal need to strengthen to be able to take
sorry,
them up to win the league.
there is no suitable position in the market right now that Arsenal, or there's a player in the market that Arsenal need. They have everything they need. And like I said, if you heard my mixed accent, like I said, they're going to get the goals, but their backline needs to stop sleeping up in the game. We saw against West Ham Zinchenko, he was sleeping. just like that. Sometimes the backline goes to sleep and the overdoes cannot cover because for example, Manchester City, everyone brings their A game, but sometimes Walker makes a lot of mistakes going forward. He leaves Roger. Roger is always going to cover his back, or John Stones, or Diaz, or so on and so forth. Like, but in Arsenal, once in a while we see it, but once in a while we don't. And if you want to win the Premier League this year, this decade, this new era of football we're entering, you have to be on your A game every single week.
So it's not a thing of they need someone to take them, because I've been seeing like people have been saying, oh, they need a striker, they need this, they need that.
That's what
So it's not
they need. Darwin
necessarily.
Núñez. Sorry, they don't need him, but he'll enter the lineup quite easily. They don't need him. I think they just need Gabriel Jesus to be fit and Edin Ketia as well. He gets a lot of figures. I think he needs more game time. He scored a hat trick, I think, the last time he played. He gets a lot of figures. I think he needs a lot of game time, but he's not the ideal Premier League striker. When you say ideal Premier League striker, you look at people that are good in the air, good on the feet, good to hold up play. Jesus is almost there. That's what I'm saying. He needs fitness and he's there. Jesus is like you're looking at someone that's been succeeded by Kunaguero. That's when you look at Gabriel Jesus. So I think if Jesus is fit, he's the best option that Arsenal has. But it's just not consistent, mate. It's not consistent. And I think Ateta needs to work on that.
I can't get over the fact that you keep switching from whatever accent you are doing to your regular tone. Like you keep switching like without like with ease. Like comedy, it's pure comedy. I appreciate it. Thank you for making me laugh. Thank you. But
That's
I
fine.
do I do get I do get what you mean. Yeah, consistency is key. Being able to keep up those levels. I know it's not easy, and I'm not one to say, oh, it's the easiest thing in the world, but to keep up those levels definitely isn't easy. And yeah, players, it's you can't get a striker this January. Like it's not possible. And if you want a
It's,
strike if you want a
it's
striker
very
that'll score you 110 goals though. Sorry, not 100. My bad. I'm so sorry. I was going to say 110 million, but if you want a striker that'll score you 15 to 20 goals a season, you are spending nothing less than 105 million pounds.
that's the
That's just
mistake.
it.
That's the mistake that we make in the market these days because sorry, I'm gonna switch again. It's just like I said, mate. When we go to the transfer market and we see a lot of stars, upcoming stars, we tend to spend a lot of money on them, and then they don't provide. They don't give what the money is there for. For example, Declan Rice, way too overpriced, mate. Way too overpriced. Bellingham, yes, Bellingham is doing what he's supposed to do, but you see lives of Ramos Hoyle and so on and so forth. Because of that pressure of signing them, Timo Werner, you can call names. Because of that pressure of signing them, when they come into the Premier League, the biggest league of them all, that pressure is also there. You know how the English media is. They will tarnish you the moment you don't give one good pass in a match. So it's just when you come into England, it's just a whole different conversation, and you have to be very able to put that on day to day. And I don't think in the January transfer window is what you're looking for because when you buy players in the summer, you can get them a little bit pre-league kickoff, that competition that they always have between some teams. Get them used to the environment, used to some teams, used to the infrastructure, which United needs to change. God forbid. But yeah, it's just
You know
not
what?
possible, mate. Like now, people are looking for the likes of Boniface and them lot, and I'm just here wondering, Boniface, he's doing good in that league, but you cannot do that in the Premier League, mate. I'm so sorry. It's-
You know what? I was
Honestly,
about to
that's
I was
the
about
best.
to blast you for putting Rice and Hoyland in the same sentence, but you just keep cracking me up. So I'm going
I'm
to let it slip.
I'm sorry. No, it's not gonna slip. Pause. Well, I'm gonna say this right now. Anthony playing football in Ajax came to United over 90 million. Mate, the pressure's on him. The pressure's on him, and he can't handle it. He can't handle it, mate. I'm sorry, but he can't handle it. And now he's not performing anymore. Ramos Hoyland, yeah, he's getting one or two, but that's not what we need from a striker. If we wanted that, would have gotten Weghorst. That's not what we need, mate. We need consistency in Premier League. That's why the lives of Aguero, Haaland, they stand out because they are consistent. I'm not saying Haaland is standing out. I think De Bruyne is consistent, and because of De Bruyne's consistency, Haaland is consistent. Correct me if I'm mistaken.
Okay, let's move on. Let's move on to the next question. This focuses more on Palace. Based on what you saw, we saw so many signs, and Palace played a very nasty game. They didn't even try. Like after the first goal, they were
So
done.
now, do you believe what I said that Palace not bring the A game? So
I
Arsenal,
never doubted
you
you
got
though.
thank you so much because when I speculate, you don't seem to agree most of the times. Palace did not bring the A game, and you guys got lucky. So it's not a real big bounce back for Arsenal. It's just a figure. Honestly, 3 points, take it. Have a dinner, have a chat, whatever.
Okay. So question with that. It looks like they are playing kind of in an archaic sense, like very old type of football. Do you think Roy Hodgson would remain Palace manager to the end of the season?
I'm sorry. Just to throw this there, he said archaic. Um, I'm pretty sure their manager is older than my dad. So if there's anything about a olden days football being put in the Premier League, I think there's no other better person to put it in than Roy Hodgson. And well, Hodgson is not. He's not a Premier League. He's a Premier League manager, but he's not a manager known for putting people in the right places. He's a manager known for surviving relegation. Roy Hodgson, we call him back in the day. We call him the relegation man. Crystal Palace's relegation man. Because when Palace are looking dodgy, he comes in there, saves them, then leaves. When he leaves, someone else takes the job, you know. But the fact that they gave him a full season to see what he's doing, I think yeah, you have to try one or two, but it's not that's not what he's known for. And the gameplay tells us, yeah, there's not much to add to that.
Yeah, I vibe with that. Let's move on to the next part. So you did say you are psychic, you said it, and I actually do agree with that now. And we when we spoke about, we said, can Liverpool play very well with Salah, and now he's even injured, so it's kind of weird. Um, and you said certain individuals need to step up. That's what you said, if I remember clearly. Bournemouth, Liverpool, 4-0. First half was absolutely terrible. Bournemouth played Liverpool to the brain. Liverpool did not look like Liverpool, more or less. And Klopp after came up and said, we got the positioning wrong because Nunez played on the left, Jota on the right, and then Luis Diaz through the middle. Second half, he kind of switched it, moved Nunez to the middle, Luis Diaz on the left, and then Jota on the right. And absolutely, second half came and everything just changed. Absolutely good finishes by Nunez. The same with Jota. I think Jota is the best and most and natural finisher in Liverpool. You can argue with me. I don't know, whatever it is. But my question from the game, obviously, and then they trumped Bournemouth 4-0. The scoreline is here. There's nothing more to say. My question from this game is, well, actually, no, I have two questions also from this game too. The first one is, how does this loss affect Liverpool, Bournemouth in any way? While are you looking at me, I feel like
Does this loss affect Bournemouth? Um, does it affect Bournemouth? I mean, I would not say no because every loss affects every Premier League team. I would say it's a bit of when you're going to play a match like that. I think you expect some outcomes. And I don't think Bournemouth are in the situation or are in the position, and they have never been in the position to, even if they're on their best form and Liverpool on their best form, I don't think Bournemouth stand a chance. And Jimmy Carragher would say, it's just Liverpool just better. They're just better. Salah without Mohamed Salah, they're still the same Liverpool. and he's allowed to say that because apparently he's a legend for the club. But as Van Dijk said, he will not fit into the Premier League squad that Liverpool has right now, which I think I agree with. I actually agree with that because Liverpool's defense has become so consistent lately that has been overlooked. Van Dijk has been putting some clean sheet. Allison, just it's been overlooked. And Diego Jota, we need to look at him because he plays club's ultimate team before a Premier League match, and he comes to the Premier League match and he scores a brace. We need to look at him, mate. He's actually
I'm sorry,
shocking. And
but like we're talking about Bournemouth here. Does this affect
I'm
Bournemouth
so
in
sorry.
any way?
I'm so sorry. I'm getting to that. Let me learn, then I'll go learn. So yeah, and as I was saying, you if you're as a United fan, you cannot play against Liverpool on a good day and expect a result. So Bournemouth, in terms of should I say relegation, it's going to affect them. Doubt that. In terms of contesting for Conference League football, is it going to affect them? I don't think they were ever in the place. So, what is it affecting them, mate, if I may ask? Because they are not going to get relegated. They have, I think, they have a better chance of staying in the Premier League than Arsenal does. And yeah, it's not going to affect them in any way. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, okay. And for Liverpool, how long can Liverpool remain on top?
Just before I
If
go
you
into
notice,
the,
if you notice, I deliberately ignored your comments. I'm
I
still
don't
going to
remember,
ignore
I
it.
don't remember any comments, but
Okay.
I think in terms of Bournemouth, what is going to affect them is next season they're going to lose a couple of players, not because the team is bad, just it's just because they're going to get purchased by other Premier League teams. I think Dominic Solanke is one of them, and I think Philip Benning as well. I think he might leave Bournemouth, but till then, I'm just a psychic. I see the future. And how long can Liverpool remain on top? I think last week you asked me this. You said, can they do it without Mohamed Salah? Salah is currently injured. I think it's about a month. Lucky for Liverpool. Not lucky for Liverpool. Lucky for Liverpool. And they still performed 4-0 without Mohamed Salah. Like I said, Nunez steps up. Diego Jota, we expect that from him. And that's pretty much it. I think there should have been a whole lot of more goals than 4-0 in that match. If you actually watch the match, they had a whole lot of more chances. And Liverpool is Liverpool if they can remain on form.
Yeah, definitely. And I'll still say this. I'm scared of Liverpool. I actually think they can go all the way because I still think City will lose some games. But Arsenal plays Liverpool in the next two games, in next two game weeks,
Mark my
um, at the Emirates. My point is, if Arsenal does beat Liverpool that game, I think the whole picture changes.
Sorry? Please repeat your sentence. Your.
Arsenal plays Liverpool in 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
If Arsenal beat Liverpool that game, the whole
If.
picture
I'm
changes.
sorry, mate. Well, I don't do if, but some maybes. I do absolutes. So you're going to be absolutely sure that Arsenal is going to have his chance in that game, mate. Don't do ifs, but some
You can't
maybes.
say absolute about football. You can't
And
say
I'm
absolute about football.
absolutely sure that Arsenal is going to lose, mate. Absolutely sure. Sorry, you
Okay,
go.
next game. Next game. Brentford Forest. That was absolutely amazing. That was a game to watch.
That was a great game.
That was a good game. Ivan Toney coming back, scoring a free
Rigged,
kick.
rigged free kick.
Um, wow. He looked like he hadn't taken a beat. Do you know what I mean? Like he
Because
looked like he hadn't been out for 8 months.
he was in the under 21 playing for Bournemouth, scoring
Ah,
week in, week out, hitting the
yeah.
team, had the personal trainer. Also cheated for his free kick. Ivan Toney. Change up, bruv.
That's actually my question for the that was my question for the week. But for the obviously Forest gave it their goal. So unlucky. Um, Currently facing FFP charges too. It's quite sad. I don't know why. I mean, technically they did sign what they signed. How many people they signed? Was it 20,
They signed a whole
24?
lot, but
Exactly, like the season they got promoted. So it makes sense, but it's like really now.
listen, to me, it doesn't. It doesn't. I think the FFP just very harsh on small teams. I think it should be over. I mean, I'm not saying it should be biased, but I think for some small teams it should be overlooked because right now if Forest get charged, what are they
That's
going
10
to?
points.
That's 10 points, and that means they're already looking at championship football. And now that's going to result to them reducing their players' wages, this and that. I think it should be overlooked for small teams. Teams that Manchester City that they have lawyers that are going to make sure the Premier League is always wrong, which I don't think that they should be looked at. They should be looked at from the year 2014 to now. I think they've signed up to 50 players. As Jose Mourinho say, I'm the special one. Go look at them. I think Manchester City, they have broken all the FFA, all the every mistake in the Premier League you can think of. Manchester City they have all broken it and they haven't gotten charged by one. I don't agree with this. I'm not
Is this
saying this
your
because I'm a United fan. I'm saying this because I'm a football fan. I think for the small teams, it should be overlooked. Everything they're currently they face theirs, and now it's time for Nottingham Forest, and I don't agree
they
with
might
it.
face theirs again too again. They might face FFP
You see
charges
what
too
I'm saying?
again.
I think the two teams that should face FFP charges, I think, as Manchester City and Arsenal.
Is that meant to be your Jose Mourinho impression? What
I'm not
or
dealing with this, I'm just speaking normally.
okay.
But if I do sound like Mourinho, thank you so much. I don't understand why he got sacked. I don't know if we're going to speak about that. I still understand. It's shocking to me.
Yeah. So obviously Brentford's sorry, Ivan Toney scored a goal and yeah, and Tony's goal was a free kick. Tony's goal was a free kick. Do you think that free kick should have stood and can it revive Brentford's season?
I love that question. That's a very good question. One of the best we've asked so far. Well, VAR, VAR, they're not really in the position to hinder free kicks unless maybe there's a hand in the wall and then they're trying to. Other than that, I don't think they're in the position. Like if you play a corner kick and then the ball goes in the post, it doesn't matter if the corner kick was on the line. That's not their job as VAR. That's the referee on the pitch job to see if Tony moved it or Brentford players to see if Forest players, right? Right?
Yeah, yeah.
To see if or to tell the referee that excuse me, he moved the ball. But they did it. So like I said, what happens behind the referee's back and VAR is not supposed to intervene. They're going to stay out of it. Can he revive Brentford season? That is 100% yes. And their coach said this as well. The coach said they 100% need him. And I think he is capable of reviving that team. He's a good leader. He's a good goal scorer. He's also a good playmaker. And I think Ivan Toney is what Brentford need right now.
100% agree with that. That's very true. I think Ivan Toney and obviously Mbemo tried his best. He got injured. I don't know how long he's out. But with Ivan Toney just brings something different to they just it's like they play for him. I don't know if you
I,
notice it, like
I
they
say
play for
he's a good captain. Good
yeah,
captain
exactly.
make their players play for him. Lionel Messi, Argentina plays for him. Cristiano Ronaldo. Next.
Okay. But yeah, it was absolutely a good game. Good game. Yeah, let's move on to the next game of the match week. Sheffield West Ham 2-2. Good game. Absolutely good game of football. Um not
It
just because of the red cards. Not just because of the red cards. No, no.
was the ending from like 90th minute that became interesting. Other than that, I don't really think it was a really good game.
Yeah.
Really
So
was not going on there.
if Kofal was it Kofal
Kufal.
Kofal, yeah, if he hadn't made that tackle in the 96th minute, and then it was 6 minutes at a time, he made it in the 96th minute, 6 minutes at a time. If he
Even,
hadn't made that tackle,
but at the end of the day, it's not. I mean, the pressure still lies on McBurner's shoulders, and he took that pressure very well.
that was
Finished
a
the
good
penalty
penalty.
very
That was a,
good. Because
that was a good.
if I'm sorry, if you're in the comment section, if you're in the chat, if you have played football before and you've played an ending minute penalty, you know what is on your shoulders. If you miss it, you're going to lose. If you score it, you're getting a point. Which a point from West Ham right now, West Ham looking dangerous. I think that's a good thing to take. Plus, Sheffield have not been the best this season. And what a penalty. what a penalty that was as well.
Yeah, and
Kudos.
obviously you see the question on the screen, and the question is simple: how important is this point for Sheffield, considering where they are and considering where West Ham was in terms of like how many games they had won? Because they had kept four clean sheets, four wins, that type of thing.
West Ham, it just shows you that they need Mohamed Kudus. And for Sheffield, I don't think that point means anything to them. I think right now they just need 3 points and 3 points and 3 points because that point makes them 2 points behind Luton and I think 6 points behind sorry, 6 points behind Luton and 2 points behind Burnley, I think Vincent Company's Burnley. And I don't think that is going to change anytime soon. In Luton, I mean, you're giving it a fight since you came to the Premier League. You've given it a fight. I think the problem of the relegation now lies in between Everton. But for
Mm.
Sheffield, I think Sheffield is going to comfortably finish on 20th. Comfortably.
Okay, bold take, bold take. I mean, I agree that that's 100% true. Um, I can't refute that. But moving on to the last game of the game week, which was absolutely boring to be honest. I won't even lie. Jose Sa did Jose Sa did make a good save. Brighton, Wolves, and then 0-0. Absolutely good save. Love good save to keep the game. I don't really have anything to say on this game just cause it's one of those games where you're watching and you're like, okay. But it's like they are both good teams.
To be fair,
That
I think, I'm not sure if you expected goal, but I expected a lot of goals in this match.
Yeah, no, I did, but like a draw too is not okay, let me rephrase myself. A 0-0 draw was unexpected. I expected if it was going to be a draw, like
Maybe
3-3.
give us some entertainment. Give us like
Yeah.
2-2, 3-3. Come on, Brighton. At the Amex Stadium as well. Come on, bro. You can do better than that.
It was just so boring to be honest. And
Yeah.
yeah, but that brings us to the end of Match Week 21. There's no Premier League this weekend. Premier League returns Tuesday, 30th of February, so there's no Premier League this weekend. I'm quite sad about that, to be honest.
Um.
I'm not.
Also, just sorry to interrupt you, David. Put in the chat if you would like us to live stream the games on Tuesday. I think I'll have to convince David to agree. Because I'm always up for it. I just have to convince David. But put in the chat if you'd like us to, live stream it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we can always do that. Always do that. But let's move on to things outside the Premier League. We are a Premier League. We talk about Premier League, but we don't always focus on Premier League sometimes. So let's talk about some few headlines around the football world. First off, as you said, Mourinho. They sacked Mourinho. It was quite strange. I don't know why though. I mean, other than the fact that he had gotten more red cards than the entire Serie A, which which was weird. And I think Roma, I don't know what position Roma is in.
Do you understand that Jose Mourinho literally made Roma win their first trophy in years?
Well, yeah, but still,
It's
is
not
that
a but yeah, he is the special one. I'm sorry,
is
but
that the?
you Arsenal fans don't appreciate Jose,
My
honestly.
goodness, oh my
He is the
goodness.
special one. I think he should not be fired. If anything, Jose should be one of the only managers that should be allowed to leave a club by himself, not being fired. And I can call names under that as well.
Okay, spy. Okay, but so you think the sacking wasn't fair?
It wasn't called for. Not even wasn't fair. It wasn't called for. There was no need for it. It came to the media as a shock. It came to Mourinho as a shock. He was crying as well, if you saw him. Uh, that's Jose. When Jose left Man U, was he crying? No. Why? Because it's United. When he left Tottenham, was he crying? No. But when you've done so much and you've invested so much into a team like Roma, put your mind that Jose Mourinho got an offer from Saudi that could pay out his generation's whatever that they needed. And he said, I have job here in Roma, and I shall finish my job here in Roma. Peter
Mm.
Ateta will run for that job. I'm just saying, for sure.
You see
Ateta,
this beef you have with Arsenal, right? I don't know. Yeah. Anyways,
you don't know. Can you complete the sentence?
I just know what's your beef with Arsenal. It's not. Do you see me having beef with Ten Hag? I don't beef. Well, we both have beef with Ten Hag, so that's
I have
different.
beef with Ten Hag, internal and external beef. But my beef with Arsenal is I grew up hating Arsenal. It was a family thing. When they say Arsenal, we say shit. What do you think about shit? Arsenal. What do you think
I don't
about
think that's
Arsenal?
that's
Shit.
that's that's not the logo. No,
You are
it's
shit.
that's
Sorry.
not the logo. That's not the
And
logo.
that's how we grew up singing it in my house. Family household of consists of dad Chelsea fan, mom pretty, sister United, brother United, me United, my other brother Manchester City. Funny enough, he's been a Manchester City fan since time of Balotelli, so you cannot take anything off him. Honestly, we wanted to like scold him for just being a City fan since Pep, but he's been since Balotelli since sorry, I'm losing my brain. I think what's his name?
It's,
Pellegrini.
Pellegrini.
Yeah, he's been a City fan since Pellegrini.
Yeah,
So
but this guy took over. What's his name? Derossi. No, no, no. That's Manolas. Now I'm confused. This guy, Roma legend, Derossi. He took
mhm.
over. He won his first game, which is good. Club legend coming back. We're seeing it quite often with teams. Club Xavi, Xavi Alonso. Well, no, Xavi Alonso isn't a club legend, but you get what I mean. And all those, like, Xavi's not a club legend for Bayer Leverkusen. You know what I mean? Ateta. Um, yeah. So that was good. Bayern Munich lost. Bayern Munich lost their game on Sunday at home to a team. I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce the name of a team. Making them obviously still. I think they still have the game at in hand against Bayern Leverkusen. But Bayern Leverkusen are now 7 points ahead of them. Is this the year they actually break that whole Bayern dominance, or do you think Bayern can actually go forth and get this thing done?
um, I think Bayern is not going to lose that title.
Okay, okay.
At this point, I think the German fans or let me say it in the German way, the Munich fans or Munchen, whoever, whichever we're going to, the Munich fans will not, they'll prefer that they have that title reign of Germany than to win the Champions League at this point in time. And I mean that because it changes a lot. If they don't win this title this season, they might just turn to the new Juventus of Serie A. And I still feel like Bayern would win it, but if they don't, it puts pressure on Thomas Tuchel. It put pressure on Harry Kane. Why is it the season he came that they didn't win it? Not saying he's not doing his job. He is doing his job, but there's a little bit of pressure
Exactly.
going to be there. That's media for you. There's a little bit of pressure going to be there. Thomas Tuchel. I mean, they sacked Nagelsmann. Nagelsmann was doing the job, and they just told him get out because of his wife. I heard, but I'm just saying
Yeah,
females.
no, no, I vibe that. Yeah,
Um,
and I do more of Kane because the media will not even think twice. They'll be like, this guy brought the cause from Spurs. Now first season with Bayern, literally not. But bro is literally bro has like
and
20 goals,
I
20
feel like
goals.
if they don't win this one, they're going to be titleless this season.
Yeah, no, because it's either this or Champions League, and they might probably not win Champions League. So like,
So there's going to be pressure on this, there's going to be pressure on that. And if Bayern Leverkusen do win it, Xabi Alonso, wow, wow. He just might be topping all the headlines everywhere you go. Wow. And yeah,
yeah,
I think that's what I have to say.
definitely. Afcon. Let's talk about Afcon for a minute. Obviously, we're rounding up the group stages. Algeria has already gone out. They lost, so they are literally out. After winning it in 2019, they are out.
Riyad
Cote
Mahrez,
Cote d'Ivoire is on the verge of going out.
Diego Drogba,
There's one
Ghana is
more. I'm
out.
trying to. Ghana.
Ghana,
Ghana is also out. I'm
Ghana
like,
is out.
okay.
Nigeria qualified. Nigeria. Mm-mm. But what's going on with Nigeria? Though? Can I ask you a question? Because you're
So
in
much
Nigeria.
hype. So much hype. No sauce.
You're in
So much
Nigeria.
hype. No
Yes,
sauce.
exactly. So we've got
I mean, wait, wait,
Ballon
wait, wait,
d'Or
wait.
nominee in our starting lineup in our number 9 position. He's not doing what
Do
he
you know what?
done.
Do you know what? Do you know if they go on to win 1-0, 1-0, 1-0 to the end of the tournament,
We'll take it.
that we'll take it.
Oh,
We'll take
you
it.
take it. You take it 100%. But
But it's still not a good sign to just be winning one. Like these are teams
listen,
you should be
hear
wiping.
me out. Ghana scored goals. Mohamed Kudus performed. But what? They're out. So I think we'll take it.
I mean, we'll take it. But like there's you still see that there's still we
What?
still need that sauce though. We need the
No
sauce a
shade
little
to
bit.
Ghana though. If you think your jollof rice is better, then your jollof rice is better. No shade to you.
You true fair. You true fair.
But you're out of the option. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, so yeah, as you know, major headlines: Ghana out, Cote d'Ivoire, the host, are almost on the verge of being out, and now Algeria is out.
Also,
It's,
Onana, last
oh,
to
Nana
come,
came.
first to leave. What's going on?
It's quite. I don't know. It's like he
I'm
messed
hearing
up one way or
Cameroonians
the
say
other.
that he doesn't respect the nation.
That's what
And
I'm saying. Remember
Nana responded to that saying Cameroon comes first. But his actions say otherwise.
exactly because he literally stayed to play for United.
Wait,
His
let's
mates had
let's let's
gone.
let's let's look from his point of view now, yeah? He stayed to play for United. Wait, hold on. He stayed to play for United. He booked a flight which was unexpectedly delayed, which
That's
he
fair,
has
fair,
no
fair.
control over. But it's that same delay that made him show up late. So if he wasn't actually delayed, then he listen, just hear me out
He
first.
wouldn't have even started the first game though, because he
Yes,
still came like after the
hear me
first
out.
game.
Hear me out. That delay made it look a lot worse. Yeah. But in terms of you're playing for your country, not just AFCON, not World Cup, you're playing for your country. First of all, being a professional footballer is God's grace. That's one. Because there is no such thing as an industry plan. This one, you work for it to be there. Even though as I know a lot of players are personally better than, but they have the opportunity. Lots of Chelsea striker and Michael Jackson, Nicola Jackson. But moving forward, um, the fact that you played that Manchester United versus Spurs and did absolutely nothing, you were not needed in that match. We should have played an injured Martinez in goal, and he would have probably made one or two more saves than you. You were not needed in that match. Your team is playing for AFCON, which is a responsibility to put on your country jersey, which I doubt I put in Nigerian jersey, but it's a responsibility for you to put on your country jersey and play for your country in a tournament, and you choose to play for your club over the country. I mean, you try to do the impossible and play 2 games in the space of 24 hours, blah, blah, blah. Mate, we knew that that was impossible, mate. Drop me that edge. Ten Hag will understand. The players will understand. Your country comes first. Because there's no way you're telling Marcus Rashford to play a match tonight and then still travel to Wembley. He'll tell you my legs are paining me, boss. I can't
He
stand.
will literally play for England. He'll be like,
He'll tell you,
boss,
no,
England
sorry,
first.
sorry,
England first.
sorry, the weather, and he play for England first. That's what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
I don't think Cameroonian fans are wrong for saying he doesn't respect the country. I think I agree with them. For you to say your country comes first, but your actions are saying, does he come first? Does he not? They're even like
Yeah.
David Abroad. But yeah,
Let's round up with this. Benzema. So actually, before this, obviously Jordan Henderson has completed his move to Ajax, um, bringing his stay in Saudi to 6 months. That's been a segue into Benzema and Saudi. It looks like Benzema wants to head back to Europe after a fallout with the manager. What do you think
Manchester
about that?
United, Manchester United. Please, Benzema, please.
Arsenal, Arsenal, Arsenal,
Sorry? Do
Arsenal,
you really
Arsenal,
think
Arsenal.
a Ballon d'Or winner will step foot into Arsenal?
Do you really think? Do you really think a Ballon d'Or winner will step into Manchester
I'm
United?
sorry, but we've produced
What am I
countless
doing this? What
We've
am I doing
produced
this?
countless Ballon d'Or winners. We've produced the almighty, forgive me, Cristiano Ronaldo. We've produced Wayne Rooney. We've produced, I'm not saying Ballon d'Or winners now, I'm just saying world class.
Mm, mm, mm.
But if you want to say Ballon d'Or winners, we'll say Cristiano Ronaldo, Michael Owen, Should I carry on? I don't think there's more to carry on. But that alone is more than the Arsenal squad because your own idol, your own frameable. Wait, that's the Jed Best. The Jed Best is United. He win a Ballon d'Or. Hmm. I don't know. Get into that. Do my research later. I think Umar should know this because he does a lot of history. But I think your own idol, Mr. Thierry Bald Henry, which I do respect a lot. Respect him because of the way he raises up Kate Abdul and the way he he smiles.
Okay,
But he doesn't have a Ballon d'Or to his name.
I'm proud of you. So proud. So
But that's the Henry smile, no?
so proud.
Is this not the Henry smile?
I don't know,
You don't
bro.
know
I
the,
don't
the
know.
Henry smile?
I don't. I don't know. Do you think I just go around
I'll,
checking someone's
I'll,
smile?
I'll show you after the podcast.
Okay. Anyways, this has brought us to the end of another episode. Again, there's no Premier League this weekend. Um, but there's Premier League will be back Tuesday, no, January the 30th, match week 22. This was a fun match week. This was a fun match week. Um, Jota and Nunez at the double for Liverpool. Arsenal bouncing back in style against Palace. Tony back with a bang, scoring on his return from an 8-match ban. And then and Sheffield and West Ham all square at the
Amex Stadium. Sorry, Sheffield and West Ham. Sorry, my fault. I
at
thought you meant
the
Brighton. Sorry,
at Bramall Lane, and then
and
Wolves
Brighton.
rounding up the match week at Brighton, 0-0 draw. So that's the 21. That's match week 21 roundup. Again, check us out. If you don't vibe with us on YouTube, vibe with us on other platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, wherever you get a podcast. Check out our social media, Mind of the Football Fans, podcast, Instagram, TikTok, X, we're there. Well, we're on X. We have content for you there. We're posting some of the spies um
Do you know, honestly,
publications.
you just take out my edits and put it there. I think Roy can you comment on it?
Yeah, we'll definitely do that. Again, don't forget to like this app, like it, subscribe to our channel, Minor Fans Podcast, and hit that notification bell so that you get notified when next we go live. Stay tuned because we have some announcements coming soon. We hope you guys have an amazing week and weekend ahead. Stay safe, stay warm. Much love and peace. We're out.
Announcement.